Hello friends, my name is Adrika and today I am going to tell you the story. The story name is The Wolf and the Seven Little Kids and it is by the Brothers Grimm. So let's start. And this is also known as The Wolf and the Seven Young Kids. So let's start. There was once upon a time an old goat who has 7 little kids and loved them with all the love of a mother for her children. One day, she wanted to go to the forest to fetch some food. So she called all her 7 little kids and said, "Dear children, I have to go to the forest. Beyond the garden is the wolf. And if he comes, he will devour you, all skin, hair and all. The wretch often disguises him, but you will know him by his rough voice and black feet." The kid said, "Dear mother, we will take good care of ourselves. You may go away without an anxiety." And then the old one bleated and went on her way with an easy mind. Was not long before someone knocked on the house door and called, "Open the door to your children. Your mother is here and brought something back with her for each of you." But the little kids knew that it was the wolf by his rough voice. "We will not open the door," they cried. "You are not our mother. She has a soft, pleasant voice. But your voice is rough. You are the wolf." Then the wolf went away to a shopkeeper and bought himself a great lump of chalk. Then he ate the chalk and made his voice soft with it. The children. Then he came back, knocked on the door of the house and cried, "Open the door, dear children. Your mother is here and brought something back with her for each of you." But the wolf has laid his black paws against the window, and the children saw them and cried, "We will not open the door. Our mother has not black feet like these. You are the wolf." Then the wolf ran to a baker and said, "I've hurt my feet. Rub some dew over them." Then the baker rubbed his feet over. He ran to a miller and said, "Strew some white meal over my feet for me." The miller thought to himself, "The wolf wants to deceive someone," and refused. But the wolf said, "If you will not do it, I will eat you quickly." Then the miller was afraid and made his paws white for him. Truly, men are like that. So now Wretch went for the 3rd time to the house door and knocked it and said, "Open the door, my children. Your dear little mother has come and brought every one of you something back from the forest with her." The little kids cried, "First show your paws that we may know that you are our dear mother." Then he put his paws through the window, and when the kids saw they were white, they believed that he had said was all true and opened the door. But who should come in but the wolf? They were terrified and wanted to hide themselves. One sprang under a table, and second into the bed, third into the stove, and fourth into the kitchen, fifth into the cupboard, and sixth under the washing bowl, and seventh in the clock case. But the wolf found all of them and used no great ceremony, and after the other he swallowed them off down his throat. The youngest, who was in clock case was only he did not find. And when the wolf was satisfied and appetite, he took himself off and laid himself down a tree and in the green meadow outside and began to sleep. Soon afterwards, the old goat came home and from the forest. Ah, what a great sight she saw there! There was a house stood wide open, and the table, chairs, and benches were thrown down. The washing bowl lay broken into pieces. The cover for the bed cover and pillows were pulled off the bed, and she tried to find her children, but they were nowhere to be found. She called them one after another, name by name, but no one answered. At last she came to the youngest, and a soft voice answered, "Dear mother, I am in clock case." She took the kid out and told her that the wolf has come and eaten all the others. Then you may imagine how she wept for her poor children. At the length of her sadness, she went out. The youngest kid ran with her. When they came to the meadow, there lay the wolf by a tree and snored so loud that the branches shook. And she looked at him and on every side and saw that something was moving and struggling in his gorged belly. Ah, heavens, she said. Is it possible that poor children whom he has swallowed down for his supper can be still alive? Then the kid ran home and fetched some scissors and a needle and a thread. And the goat cut open the monster's stomach, and hardly she had made one cut. Then one little kid thrust his head out. When she cut further, all six sprang out one after another, and they were all still alive and suffered no injury whatever. For his greediness, the monster swallowed them out down whole. What a rejoicing there was! They embarrassed their dear mother and jumped like a sailor at his wedding. The mother, however, said, "Now go back and look for big stones, and now we will fill the wicked beast's stomach while he is asleep." Then the seven little kids dragged the stones thither with all the speed and put as many of them into his stomach as they could get in. The mother sewed it up again and in the greatest haste, so that he was not aware of anything and never once stirred. When the wolf at length had his sleep out, he got on his legs, and as the stones in his stomach made him very thirsty, he wanted to go to the well and drink. But when he began to walk and move about, the stones at his stomach knocked against each other and rattled. Then he cried, "What rumbles and rumbles against my poor bones? I thought 6 kids, but it is not a big stones." And when he got to the well and stooped over the water and just about to drink, the heavy stones made him fall in, and there was no one help but he had to drown miserably. When the seven kids saw that, they come running to the spot and cried aloud, "The wolf is dead! The wolf is dead!" and danced for joy round about the well with their mother. Thank you.